Hi everyone, my name is Leanne and today I'm going to be doing the end of the year book tag, which was originally created by Ariel Bazette, and I will leave her original tag linked down below in the description so you can check it out. This is a pretty self-explanatory tag. It is about your reading approaching the end of 2019. It's really self-explanatory, so I'm just going to get into the questions. The first of which is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Yes, definitely. I started Daniel Deronda by George Eliot in Victober, and I only got 200 pages into this nearly 900 page book. So yes, I would like to finish this one by the end of the year. The next question is, do you have any autumnal books to transition you into the end of the year? And I think I had two autumnal reads in October that really transitioned me from like spooky autumn into winter. They were Perfectly Preventable Deaths by Deirdre Sullivan and Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. I definitely think I'm going to be reading some specifically Christmassy books in December, but in November I think the book that's really going to bridge that gap maybe this one here, which is Harry Potter: A History. I can't be bothered lifting it up because it's such a heavy book, but it's like a coffee table book that is all about the history of magic exhibition in the British Museum. I never got to go to that exhibition, so reading this book is going to be the next best thing. I really associate Harry Potter with being like cozy, so I think that's going to be a great book to transition me from those autumnal reads to the cozy Christmas reads. Question 3 asks, is there any books that you are still waiting to be released? I don't think so. I think, it is the nature of publishing that most things come out in October. Not everything, but obviously it's a really big publishing month. And I think the last of the releases I was waiting for were released towards the tail end of October. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? All of them. Aside from anything particularly Christmassy, I think the 3 books that I would really like to prioritize getting to are Knots and Crosses by Mallory Blackman, because it's fucking ridiculous that I haven't read this book yet. Donna Must Go by Tayi Selassie, because not only do I have a physical copy of this book, I also have it on audiobook, and I do think I've had that audiobook for ages. And also The Man Who Didn't Call by Rosie Walsh, because this year I've really tried to get into more contemporary women's fiction, and I think the mystery element of this book is one that could really make this book a favourite. A book you think could still shock you and become your favourite book of the year? Honestly, I don't buy a book unless I think I have the potential to love it. So it could be any of the books I read before the 31st of December. But I do have very high hopes for this one, which is Promising Young Woman by Caroline O'Donoghue. I haven't even hauled this one yet, so it's a sneak preview for my next book haul. But this book has all of the ingredients of a favourite book for me. It's about an adrift woman in her 20s making questionable decisions about her relationships and sex life, and it's also Irish, so that's just a big old melting pot of things I love, so I've got high hopes for this one. And the final question is, have you already started making reading plans for 2020? I have, and I do have some ideas of projects like swimming around in my head, but I haven't sat down and properly thought about them yet. I do feel like I want to mood read a bit more in 2020, but I love a challenge, so I love goals, especially like numerical goals. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I haven't fully figured it out yet, but there are ideas swimming around in my head. So that's it. They are all the questions in this tag. I feel like it was a really quick one. Do let me know if you have any thoughts on anything I've mentioned. Let me know if you have any reading plans for 2020 and what they are. Is there a book that you are saving for the end of the year because you think it's going to be amazing? Let me know any thoughts you have down below. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you in my next video.